If you're a heating, air conditioning technician, salesperson, or you're even in the in-home trades, what are some ways that you can come up with self-generated leads so that you can make sales when everybody else is slow? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live from Sacramento, California, on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you for HVAC technicians, sales secrets. This video is powered by sellingtechnicians.com. So one of the things that I do during the week is I work with marketers, I work with business owners, and we talk about ways for them to generate leads. And so one of the questions that I got recently was from a HVAC salesperson, and he said, "Hey, Scott, I want to be able to go out and get my own leads." And I said, "I will give you a list, but you're going to have to work it. You're going to have to put in the time, the energy, and the effort." So this is harvest, and harvest is hard work. And so hard work means that 90% of the population is not going to do it. I'm going to give you the list. You just got to put in the effort. So I got 15 different things that you could do to get some self-generated leads. And some of them may seem a little bit repetitive, but they're not. They're nuanced. Okay. So number one, go back to your sales. Go back to your sales and ask for referrals. So one of the ways that you do this is once you make your sale and you say, "Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love that you're purchasing, you're set up for the 15th, and we're going to come out and do an install. I'm going to come back on the 20th and do a job walk." That 20th job walk is for a couple of reasons. You're going to go back and you're going to make sure that whatever you sold them, they got, and whatever you installed was done right. And when they are happy, you are going to ask for testimonials and you're going to ask for referrals. You're like, "Scott, I never thought of that." There you go. Number two, when your sale is going in, you are going to knock the doors near your sale with door hangers. You're going to, "Hey, Scott, I just want to let you know, next door, we're putting in a system at Mr. and Mrs. Smith's house. It's going in today. I always did it the day of the sale because then that way, the neighbor can't go over and say, 'Talk to my guy.'" Okay. I learned that the hard way. So I'm teaching you some lessons from the school of hard knocks, hard door knocking. So you go with door hangers, and if you've got to come up with your own door hangers, then come up with your own freaking door hangers. Knock on the doors around where you're having repairs. Chances are pretty good if someone's got repairs, you already know the age of the equipment in the neighborhood. Chances are pretty good you already know the age of the equipment. You already know what the problems are. You already know what the design flaws are, right? So if there's repairs and you're a comfort advisor and you're sitting at home, go work with a technician, go ride with a technician, go knock on the door, say, "Hey, we're taking care of the neighbors. I would love to give you a proposal. Would love to have a conversation. If you're ever anything in need, here's my information." And occasionally you're going to get sniped and they're going to tell you, "My brother, cousin, uncle, nephew, it does heating and air." So what? Move on. It's an objection. Number three, knock on the door near your team sales. If there's other people on your sales team, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not doing this. So you find out where their installs are. And during the install day, you go and knock on their doors. And eventually they wise up, or they just sit there and complain about it. And then they go to the manager and they go to the business owner. And then what you tell them is like, "You have every opportunity. You're just not doing it." "I am." "Peace out, Girl Scout. I'm going to go knock on some doors." Number five, you're going to love this one. Go knock on competitors' install doors. So back in the day, if I saw XYZ company and I worked for 123 company was doing an install, I'm driving down the street. I'm knocking on the doors. "Hey, there's an install going in. Here's a flyer. If I could be of service, let me know. If there's anything I could do, here's my direct line. You can call me, text me, whatever." But your competitors are leaving money on the table. Why don't you just go there and vacuum it up? Number six, market to your list, calls, emails, and direct mail, right? You may need to put some money and time into this, but at the end of the day, if you work inside of a company, you could say, "Hey, can you pull me a list of homes that have systems over 15 years old in this zip code? I'm going to start making some phone calls." Number seven, you could call high ticket repairs. Someone who's got a high ticket repair and offer them, "Hey, listen, I saw that you had some tickets for repairs. You ever considered replacing this thing?" There's 7 ways right there. You know what? Your competition's not going to do this. But before we get to the next 8, you should absolutely join my email publication. HVACtechsecrets.com. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. You'll freaking love it. Occasionally, I try to sell you stuff. Number 8, call past leads no matter how old they are. I always love when people would say, "Well, we haven't talked to those people in 6 months." Like, what happens if they didn't buy? Tell them you suck. Like, "Hey, I dropped the ball. We should have called. Your system ever get changed out? You ever do that project? We got great specials going on right now. Have the conversation, come up with a sales script. You don't have to tell them you did wrong, but at least have a conversation. Hey, it's been a while since we were out. We're having some great specials. If you haven't moved forward, you want to talk and have this conversation? Oh, we already moved forward. Okay, cool. No problem. Oh, we didn't do it. It was a bad time. Here's the thing. If a salesperson gets fired or they quit, your first move as a salesperson or a selling technician should be to go to your manager or owner and say, hey, can you give me all their old leads? Just take some initiative. I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know why they didn't sell it, but you know what? I'm going to. Number 9, have a referral program. Tell people about your referral program. Build out your referral program. Pretty straightforward. Number 10, a community workshop. Do group presentations. Have the conversation, dispel the myths. Heat pumps are a big deal right now. There's some amazing energy efficient heat pumps that actually work in the cold weather, and you can dispel some myths. You could have conversations about what it takes to do things legally. You can give part of a presentation in a group setting where everybody is, hey, I'm not being threatened by somebody, and when you show up, they already kind of know who you are. Number 11, free safety checks with an asterisk. Do the right thing. Don't make up anything. I can think of a company here in Sacramento before they went out of business. They would do these group safety checks where the technicians would go knock on doors, and then they would find cracks in heat exchangers that weren't there. Well, they didn't know where to look. There were cracks in heat exchangers, but they were never where the person said that they were. They were making stuff up to make leads happen. You don't have to go that way. Do the right thing for your clients. Be preeminent. Number 12, joint ventures. Partner with other companies that are dissimilar. Partner with roofing companies, fencing companies, concrete companies, plumbers, if you don't have a plumbing side of your business. Insulation companies, painting companies, moving companies. Partner with other companies that are non-competitive. Number 13, call up and volunteer to do radio spots. Call up and volunteer to do television spots. You could do like PBS and do very well. You're seen as an expert. You're being interviewed by somebody. You're an expert. Number 14, local pop-ups. If you don't know what that is, you can just grab a pop-up tent. I think they're like $100. If you're going to get a branded one, they're probably going to cost you like $250. And a table and some little tchotchkes like magnets and pens. And go to a neighborhood that's been closing a lot of deals and park at the park. And if you got any questions, just let me know. But, this is not your time to hard sell. Your only job there is to make an appointment. And then number 15 is social media content. You could create content. You can do pictures. You could do videos. That's how you can get self-generated leads. I got 15 of them. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send it a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend, because there's 15 different ways for you to get self-generated leads. There's probably 28 more, 30 more, 40 more, but I gave you the bulk of them. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.